Good afternoon, guys. Hope everyone's had a brilliant morning. Today, I wanted to sort of look at small range pitching with the lofted clubs. The one key aspect that I want to focus on is in the setup position is taking out shaft lean forwards towards the target. Now, by leaning the shaft aggressively forward, you are starting to get yourself into tricky positions where, one, you can start risking duffing the ground, thinning it, and ultimately, if you do make good contact on the ball, you tend to hit it very aggressive and low with your most lofted club. So judging distance control is very demanding. So what I want to come up and look at is trying to take the shaft more neutral. We can then use the torso a little bit more to rotate, use the loft correctly, how it's designed to be used. This way it will give you much better visualization of the ball flight and a more consistent trajectory. And then that's going to help you see the shot a lot better and get a more controlled landing on the putting surface. So if I just pop up here, guys, going to run through some aspects with you. So first things first, we're just going to look at this setup position square on. Now, one of the classics I see for pitching around close to the greens is effectively here, people get the ball very much in line with the back foot or just inside the back foot, have the shaft lent aggressively forward. The downside to this is, guys, it makes you pick the club up very steeply with just your hands and arms like so, no torso movement. So now you can see the club is coming down unbelievably steep. The shaft is leaning very forward. So again, as I get to the bottom, if I mistime it, I can stub the ground or thin it, trying to stand up and get out the way. If I do make contact, you can clearly see here, you can see the club face, the angle is very de-lofted with the shaft forwards. So the ball flight comes out low and aggressive and off the green the other side, even with a clean strike on the ball. So what I want to see here, we're going to get the feet like so, close, just sort of inside hip width. Ball is central or marginally left to centre as you look at it. From here now, we're going to get the shaft and point the butt of the grip at the belly button. So it's almost straight down. I've got no shaft lean forward, which is what we want to avoid, and no shaft lean back. I've got it very neutrally positioned like so. From here, I can allow my torso to move and rotate, which will allow the club to set. But as you can see, nowhere near as aggressively as where I was when I had the shaft lean. From here, as the club swings back into impact and I come back to the strike, coming slowly here now, you can see I can return the shaft to neutral, which then allows me to rotate, release the club up the inside, through and round like so into the finish. So if I now just step forward, I'm going to play a couple of shots. I'm going to play one with the shaft lean and the ball back, and one with the ball more forward without the shaft lean, to try and give you a little bit of a visualization of the trajectory and the control to the shot. So you see here, guys, first, this is one with the shaft lean forward and the ball back in the stance. You clearly see that I've made a good contact with the ball, but it's unbelievably low and so aggressive the way it comes off the club face. So on this one now, we're going to play without the shaft lean and the ball positioned more forward. As you can see there, they're two completely different ball flights. The second one is with no shaft lean, using the torso more, which means I can return the loft back to impact better. So in this case, I use a 54 degree as my sand wedge. Some people may use 56. But in reality, if you used a gap wedge, which might be a 52, a 56 degree sand wedge and a 60 degree, and you embraced this technique, this ball position, this shaft position without the lean at address, and did the same swing length, all three flights would give you almost what the wedges, the label says on the tin. You would see the 52 getting a nice lift, a little bit more run, 56 a bit softer, and 60 accordingly. So guys, really love you to embrace this. You can go in the back garden, you can play small shots, play the ball more slightly left to centre, weight 50-50, shaft at the belly button, and work on the torso rotation. This, I promise you, will allow you to become a better pitcher. The way I would look at it is if you won the lottery and you were going to go and practice your short game every day of the week, with that time you'd become a lot more aware of the feelings. And if you were playing the ball off the back foot with great shaft lean, I reckon within a couple of months you'd have the yips. Whereas if you embrace this technique, in a couple of months' time you become a great pitcher. So enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you're having fun and enjoying these tips, and stay safe.